Hello and welcome back to Beaver Creek with me, Yo-Yo, and this is Farming Simulator 17 obviously. So, my plan of action, I have been thinking, we are going to get some lawnmowers. I do believe we've got enough of what we need so far for the pigs and the cows and the sheep. Although we are desperately going to be needing some grass, because if we look in our silo, that's not the right one, this is the right one. It's here if it's all seeded here, look. Matey boys, why has he stood still there? I'll have to check, see what he's doing. Unless he's finished, he might have finished seeding that field. We'll have a look in a minute. Because if we look here, grass, we've only got, is that grass? I take it that's grass, 15,000 litres. I'm not sure if that is grass or not. But we don't have much grass in our silo. I think we only have about 15,000 litres worth of grass in our silo. Silage. Silage is this. We have 30,000 litres of silage. But that's just in this main silo. You know, we've got a little bit in this silo. Helper J has completed their task. That's good. So he's finished over there. So what we could do then is get Helper J, there he is, and we're all done there with our mystery crop. Let's take this back. Give it a quick wash. Soybeans are coming on well, look, on the old track. I don't know, it probably won't take much to scoop that up with your harvester when we come to do the harvesting with it. Yeah, let's get this washed. And then we might take the Massey Ferguson down to the shop and get some lawnmowers. Get some left some clean equipment again. The tractor looks good, but the old machine looks a bit a little rush. Yeah, it's looking all beautiful again, isn't it? Let's park this up in here. That looks good to me. Let's park this up and jump in our Massey. Well, I think that's going to be plenty of power. Even the Vulture here, the orange one, could actually be powerful enough to run. Let's not leave the engine running. Right, let's get into our Massey. Let's run down and get our lawnmowers. There is another issue. We cut the grass, we've got to be able to pick it off the floor, so we're going to need a loading wagon. So we'll have a look at all that once we get down the shop, see what lawnmowers, see what we're going to get for them. I think one was 42, one was 11, so what's that, 53 grand for the lawnmower, and then whatever left we'll get what we can with the loading wagon. And you say there's plenty of grass everywhere to cut, so I think I've got one field down by the BGA which is a grass field, which we'll use it keep as a grass field. All the rest of the grass will just, you know, off the sides here, look. I know they're not our fields, but we can cut this grass, at least along the edge here, along the side of the road, make the road side look pretty good for a few hours. I think the next day it'll all grow back again, because grass is quite fast at growing. Right, here we are at the store. So let's have a look at some lawnmowers and a loading wagon, because that is what my plan of action is. So, mower, yeah, we're in the mowers. So it's going to cost us 53 grand for these. So select, buy, yes. And we want one of them. We're also going to need a windrower, aren't we? We're going to need a windrower. Okay, so we've got a windrower. We've got 59 grand left. What can we buy loading wagon wise? Not a lot, I don't think. This holds 42,000 litres, that holds 50. We could get this one. We could get a loan out. Should we get a loan? I think we'll get a loan out to get 112. I do believe. Or we could just go with the simple little 34,000 litre one. Decisions. I think we should go for this one and just get a little loan. So let's get our little. There's a bank around here. Where'd you get your loans around here? Is a bank of some kind? Or should we just do it this way? Let's go do it this way. Finances, borrow. Okay. So we've got enough for our loading wagon now. Oops. Let's get this one, that's it. We're going to get this little loading wagon. I know it's not very big, but we can work our way up. We can always trade it in and go for this one, and then get this one traded in later on and get this big one for 50,000 litres capacity. So let's get this Bergman. There we go, we've got 2 grand left in the bank. Not a problem. What could be the problem is I'm hoping that I could probably cut the grass and windrow it at the same time we want it. Do you reckon that is possible? Let's see if we can get these lawnmowers attached to the front. And I wonder if I can get that yellow one attached to the front of that yellow one, the lawnmower. Watch that car. And we can. And then we'll get the windrower attached to the back of this. Like that. And should we go to the BGA and have a little test up there? Because it is a little field, isn't it? Let's have a look at the old BGA. So we've got the BGA 16 here. It's not a massive, a little field, but it is all grass. Yeah, you can see it's all grass. And then we can get all the grass of that into the BGA, and we can start, making some digestate, and then making some fuel, making some liquid fertilizer. I think we'll do that, and then we'll take this thing back to get that windrower. Do I need to go and get that bolter down here to get that loading wagon, sorry. I don't have a follow me mod on this, so I can't drive both tractors up there at the same time. Well, what I'll do, I'll get this up to the BG8, and then I'll get the Vulture, come back down here and get that loading wagon, and then meet at the BG8, and then we're going to cut windrow with this tractor at the same time, hopefully, if it all works. And then I'm going to get the Vultures to come along with the loading wagon and pick up all the grass. It is a plan, it might not work. I have used big powerful tractors to use the mowers and the windrower together, so that's the big tractors. I've not actually used, this is a 300 horsepower tractor, which is a big tractor but not the biggest, so we might have to, well, we'll see. We'll get to the BGA, we'll switch it all on and see what we can do. If not, I'll have to go through the mowing and then windrow it, and then, so this is our grass here, look, this is grass here. I've got all this extra grass here, so I don't have to just cut the grass field, I can cut all of this, which I might well do, you know, because the more grass we get in that BGA, the more digestate we can make, the more fuel and solid and liquid fertiliser we can make. So what I'm going to do, I'll leave this bottom bit as it is. Let's spread some wings of the windrower. Let's get that one done. Let's get that one done. Right. I think we'll get it lined up with this tree. Hopefully the windrower won't hit the tree. Let's see if it all works then, shall we? So if we lower the front, switch it on. Well, I've got it all going. Alright, let's do it then. I'm not just going to go to the end of the field, I'm going to get that bit of grass above the field as well, below it, whichever way around you want to look at it. We'll head up towards the trees, we'll go as far as the trees. So if we start turning it around now, oh, let's get it straightened up. It looks a bit of a mess there, doesn't it? But it doesn't matter. Do need to believe that this field does need fertilising, but we don't have a fertiliser, so it's got to go without for the time being. Just get what grass we can off it for the time being. Well, I was going to get the Vulture up here with the loading wagon, weren't I? We'll get it all cut and then we'll get the Vulture. We'll come right out here. I know we're not going to pick up everything there with the windrower, but we'll get a majority of it. You just think we're just mowing this grass, this is the grass field, that would be the actual grass, and all the extra grass along the edges, tops and the bottoms of the actual main field would be just be bonus grass. And then once we've done this, we'll head back to the farm with this and start making some grass and getting some silage done. Getting them all up for the cows. That's the field done pretty much there, so all this grass above here is all bonus grass. So let's spin it round. Won't be a lot of bonus grass, but it's bonus grass. It is quite a biggish field as well. And the lines are coming out lovely as well, which is beautiful. The windrower's doing its job. Quite impressed with this tractor though. I know I've had these mowers and the windrower attached to tractors before, but usually the biggest tractors, 400 plus horsepower tractors. But now I know it works with a 300 odd horsepower tractor. You don't have to spend so much money on the big tractors. And it is good you can do it all in one hit as well. There's nothing worse when you've got to mow it. Go around it again with the windrower. Go around it again with the loading wagon. At least here, you just go round, come wrong, pick it up with a loading wagon, job done. And the BGA's right next door as well, so it's all good stuff. Just hope the grass doesn't grow back before I come and pick it up with a loading wagon, because that's happened before on other maps that I've done. You know, you cut all the grass, you get your loading wagon, you come all the way back to pick the grass up, the grass has grown back, you can't see where the piles are. I know the edges there are getting a bit messy, but the loading wagon will have to just sort that out. So what I might do then for the rest of this field is just give it a quick time lapse. And once we've time lapsed it and come back, we will go and get our loading wagon and the Voltra. So I'll see you once I've got this field mowed. See you soon. Right, that is that field all sorted out, so we're going to take this back to the farm, pick up our Voltra, run down to the shop, get the loading wagon, and then come back and pick all this up and chuck it into the BGA, which is just up here on the left. And then we're going to start making our digestate so we can start making some fuel, fertiliser and liquid fertiliser, so we're never going to have problems with fuel, fertilisers and things. And then liquid fertiliser also goes into the seed master along with some grain to make some more seed, so we should be doing good once we get all them all up and running. Not going to get it all up and running all this quick, but no, we've got to make a start. We need to make a start. I don't know how long the soybeans will take. I think the soybeans might be ready. No, probably in the morning maybe. We'll keep an eye on the soybean field. We don't want plants or crops to wither now, do we? That would be a complete utter waste. Because once it's withered, it's knackered, you can't do nothing with it. So, we're back at the farm. Drop these off, pick up our bolt truck. Let's get our windrower in there. Not the straightest, but there we go. We'll get it in there like that. Drop that off, and then the old equipment, the old mowing machine, will stick in this little cubby hole. And then we'll put the Massey Ferguson back in here. Well, I've not actually used the Vulture for any job, so we're going to use the Vulture. We'll get into the Vulture, switch that bad boy on, put the old beacons on. Let's get it down to the shop and pick up our loading wagon. So, nice straight road, nice and easy. I mean, this could quite possibly run that lawnmower and windrower attachment together, possibly. 210 horsepower, I don't think it's got quite enough power to run all that. I know the Massey Ferguson's 300 horsepower. I know I've done that before with 400 plus horsepower tractors picking up the lawnmowers and the windrower. So it is nice to know that you don't need a big massive tractor to do it. A medium sized one will suffice. And here we are. Let's get this loading wagon and get it up to that field. Oh, yeah, we got it in the end. Just need to check something quickly. Hang on a second. Right, okie doke. Oh yeah, it's alright, I was just checking the phone. Right, let's get this up to that field then. And once we get up there, we will time lapse it, pick up all the grass and chuck it all in the BGA. That is all we're going to do. Pick it up and chuck it in the BGA, which is next door. There's a bit of traffic round here, isn't there? Look. A church somewhere. I heard some bells chiming away there. There we go. I don't mind driving a tractor like this. It's kind of a spin tyres view of watching your vehicle, isn't it, at this angle? I don't mind it. I quite like it. It's plain spin tyres. This side seems a bit weird, but this side, you know, in-cab view is also good to drive in as well. And when you're in out view, this is a bit too in your face, and this is just good. Right, okie dokie then. Where did we start? We started down the bottom, didn't we? Start down the bottom. See if we can follow our pattern round. Might end up leaving a little bit of grass in the fields. Some of the ones are tatty. But we will pick up 95% of it, not even that, 98% of this grass. Let's turn it round. Right, let's lower the loading wagon. Switch it on. There we go. Everything's looking beautiful. Yeah, the old motors are running. So we're going to time lapse this. I'm going to pick up all this grass and literally I'm just going to shove it just over there in the BGA, as you can see there. Okay, I will see you shortly. Thank you very much. See you in a bit. Well, that is that field all picked up with grass. There's still little bits left in there, but we're not going to worry about all the little diddly bits of grass. And we've literally chucked the whole lot into here. So what was it, 4 loads? And this one, 4 and a bit loads? Or was it 3 and a bit loads? I think it's 4 and a bit loads, I can't remember. Well, what I'm doing now is I'm just chucking all into the one bin in here, which is the BGA2. And we'll put it in here again, so you can see BGA2. I'm sticking everything in here. You've got BGA1 just there, and we're going to empty this out. And while that's emptying out, we'll show you. So that's BGA1 and 2. This is BGA1 and 2 here. I don't know. So that's BGA1. I'm sticking everything in BGA2. So if I come here and press F1, you'll see that I've got digestate fill level 145,788, 7%. Now, I've done this on plains and simples, and I bought a little tank. You have to buy a tanker, so you know you have to spend some more money, but it's all worth it. Get a little tanker, a 30,000 litre tanker. Take out 30,000 litres of that from the BGA2. Whip it all the way over to here. and you pour it into here, and then you get fertilizer. I don't know if you get manure. Yeah, you get that's liquid fertilizer you get over there in that little white one. You then get solid fertilizer just here, and then just here you get your fuel, all for free. So that is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to let that do its business over there, and that, let's turn F1 off, we don't need all the information on. That is it. So I'm going to call this an episode just here. We've done what we wanted to achieve on this episode, which is to cut the grass and get this VGA going. So we've got all the stuff in there ready, and we'll get ourselves a little tanker soon. Maybe not in the next episode, but in the next couple of episodes we will get a tanker. Come down there, start emptying that VGA thing out, and start making some fuel, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. That's all good stuff. So we're going to get back to the farm, and in the next episode we're going to check on our soybeans, make sure they're not need harvesting, and maybe cut some more grass and get the old silage going. So I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.